UCLA, Tim Skipper gets a huge win, upset of the week, 25.5-point dogs. And they go in there. Noel Mazzoni's back. I'm going to have dinner with them this Wednesday. He coached little Neuheisel as a young walk-on. They carried him off the field as a player when he beat Texas. They carried him off the other night when he got this done. Basically, you can see Chevron and Exxon and everything Noel runs. You can see it, snag, swing, corner. Like, I'm texting Noel, like, you fucking running Chevron and Exxon to this day. And look, they throw 42 points up, Chev. It's kind of crazy. There's a lot of what ifs right now today, I guess. What if they were there earlier? All blah, blah. Is it more of a UCLA story or more of a Penn State story?
It's all UCLA story, man. I mean, really happy for Jerry. You know, I played for his dad, obviously, at the University of Colorado. Rick Neuheisel was my head coach in college. And so Jerry was our ball boy when I was at Colorado. And then when I was on Chip Kelly's staff as an analyst, I worked closely with Jerry, and because he was a receiver coach when Chip was there. So I worked with the receivers and worked with Jerry. Man, I'm so happy for the family. I'm so happy for the Neuheisel family, for Rick and for his mom, Susan. And Jerry's a really bright coach, man. I'm glad he got an opportunity to call plays, because he's getting a great opportunity to showcase his ability to be a coordinator somewhere next year. You know, it's probably not going to be at UCLA, but he's going to get a great opportunity to showcase himself as a quarterback coach, showcase his ability as a play caller, because he's a bright young mind. He's just like his dad, which is scary. Like they sound alike, they talk alike, they walk alike. But Jerry's his own person, and he's a very good football coach. And I saw him run a lot of Chip stuff too. I watched the second half of the game, and he ran a lot of Coach Kelly stuff too, stuff that we ran. So I can see Noel's influence, and I also see Chip's influence. And then Jerry's going to put his own personality onto it. And man, what a win though, man! To beat Penn State, to be 24-point underdogs in the Rose Bowl, and to have an interim head coach, an interim offensive coordinator, interim defensive coordinator, to beat the 7th-ranked team who just came off a tough loss against Oregon, man, what a cool story, man. I mean, they're gonna build a statue of the Neuheisels over there at UCLA, man.
Hey, man, I grew up watching the Pops. We knew he was a legend at UCLA. Terry Donahue days. Let me ask you, Sark, man, has struggled against top 10 teams. He's done it his whole career. You and I are both boys. I mean, shit. You know, that's one of my closest boys in this business, but damn, they struggle against good teams. I was never a believer in Arch Manning. I don't know what the deal is with him. I can just see a lot going on. I don't know if it's an injury like we thought, or if it's just a mental thing right now, but I don't think he's the guy we thought he was. I've been on that the whole time. And then Penn State and Franklin. These guys started off 1 and 2 in the nation, respectfully. They're both out of the top 25 today. You and I coach long enough. They're going to have years like this. We're going to have years. I went 2-8 my last year on fucking Netflix, and I had more talent, I believe, than the year we won it all. You know what it is, Coach. Like, I had more talent. I had more D1 kids. We had 41 a year. The first one, we had 42 that year. We lost and went 2-8. The nucleus matters, right? Nucleus matters, right? Like, it fucking matters.
Yeah, culture matters, man. Culture, you know, and people say it, but it matters. Culture drives behavior. And people always say, well, Coach Chev, what is culture? Because everybody says culture, right? It's I broke it down to a very, very simple definition. It's like your thoughts, how you think. It's your words on what you speak daily. And then it's your actions by what you do consistently as a team. So it's your thoughts, how you're thinking. It's your words, how you're speaking and communicating with your teammates and communicating with people in the building. And then it's your actions on the practice field. I think, and I'm a firm believer that your culture drives behavior, and behavior produces results. And right now, I think what's going on is whenever you're highly touted coming into the season and you're preseason number 1 or preseason number 2, man, there's the expectations, right, that you've got to be perfect. And right now, high-level college football, there's a lot of pressure to win and win big every single week, man. And, you know, Sark is an unbelievable play caller. I've studied Sark for years, man. He's an unbelievable play caller. You know, but at the end of the day, JB, if your quarterback's not playing at a high level, doesn't matter how good of a play caller you. I've been in those situations. I've been in situations where quarterback's struggling. He's not making the right reads. He's turning the ball over. He's not getting the ball out on time. And everybody wants to say it's the play callers, the play callers, the play callers. But at the end of the day, the quarterback position is the hardest position to play in sport, and it has the highest level of critique. But you're going to get all the credit and you're going to get all the blame. And right now, from watching, I've watched a couple of Texas games. Like I've watched them from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. I don't feel that Sark is very confident in Arch to perform at a high level, and he's been very conservative as a play caller, trying to protect him because I think he feels like he can't give him all the playbook like he could with Quinn and other quarterbacks that he's had in the past. And then to get back to Franklin and Penn State, I haven't been overly impressed with the quarterback for Penn State. He's not playing at a high level either. And in college football is different than pro football. In pro football, your quarterback can be a game manager and you can get a couple first downs and punt. In college football, your quarterback has to be a star and you got to score on a lot of drives because I always say this, you got to average between 30 and 40 points a game in college to win consistently at a high level. In pro football, you can score between 24 and 30 maybe to win consistently. But in college football, it's got to be between 34 to 40 points a game. And if your quarterback's not performing at a high level, JB, as you know, man, you can't score points.
Yeah. For Arch specifically, to me, it's like this. It's decision making. It's too many moments where he's holding the ball way too long. He's getting an unnecessary sack. He's throwing the ball late. It's like he's unsure of everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's because like a lack of experience. I mean, he played a little bit last year, but this is like his first full. It's
pressure. It's pressure, man. It's the pressure.
Yeah.
It's the pressure, and you're pressing, right? Take his last name out of the equation. You're the starting quarterback at the University of Texas. All these preseason hypes. You can take the Manning name out of it. Just whoever plays that position at Texas, whoever plays that position at USC, whoever plays that position at Florida, whoever plays that position at the Blue Bloods, right? At the Blue Bloods, dude, there's a lot of pressure, man. And some people, pressure bursts pipes, man. And pressure also creates diamonds. So I'm a firm believer that you don't know what kind of quarterback you got until the lights come on. And you start playing real competition. You start playing real competition, your quarterbacks do one of two things. The good quarterbacks ascend, and the quarterbacks that feel the pressure start turning the ball over and pressing and making bad decisions. And so
I told you, Jeff, this ain't fucking Sam Houston State this week.
No.
And look what he wasn't stepping over motherfuckers at Florida, was he, Smitty? I'm telling you, man, it matters. This is who Sam Houston was like him in high school.
Right.
White kid, slow, stiff, and then he got some brothers in Florida. Oh shit! And look, garbage again. My year we went 2-8.
Plays, though. In his defense, he made a few. You know what I mean? Throws. He two touchdowns.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem that I have. To Chef's point.
Yeah.
My last 2-8 year. Guess what? I had quarterback one goes down. Second play of the game goes 80, pulls a hammy. Done for the most part for the whole year. Bring in the second string kid I had. I was a recruited kid, good kid. Balls out, throws for 320. We win game 1. Game 2, he goes down. First quarter against Hutch. Freshman, like a big time Lagway type of kid out of Florida. Big 6'5" kid too, unbelievable kid. Comes in and throws. I put him in the second half. Boom, throws 3 touchdowns. Brings us back. Almost damn near beats Hutch. They were up 28-0 on us at half, and they ended up, I think, playing for the Natty that year. We almost beat them. He starts, breaks his leg the next game. I'm in 4 QBs, and it matters to Chef's point. Like quarterback, homie, you can go out. You can tell us how good. Listen, Sark and Lane. Guess what, Chef? I think not to pat myself on the back. You've hit me up. You were the head coach. You were the OC at Colorado. Hey, JB, what do you think about this? And they had to play like A&M, I think, that week. Smitty, Chef hits me up. Hey, man, what do you think about this? Sark hits me up. Fucking Dan Orlofsky calls me at 5 a.m. We already know those stories about before he goes on ESPN. I'm not saying I know all things, but at least they know I know offense of some sort. Right. If you don't have no quarterback, it don't matter what you call. I can call whatever you want. Sark and Lane know that. Yeah. Like, that's the problem. We have no quarterback, and look what the league's doing. Look at how did it work out for the Ravens yesterday, to your point, Smitty? How did it work out for these other guys, the 49ers and all these other teams? It matters, homie. I'm just. It is what it is.
Hey, your boy's son, Donnie, balled out, dude. He was 20.
Yeah.
He was 25 of 31 for 353 yards and 3 touchdowns. And literally, he missed 3 drives because he was cramping. JB, he would have thrown for 450 if he doesn't cramp.
Damn.
And against a very talented West Florida team. Hats off to their D coordinator.
Hats off to you, man. It matters what plays you call too.
It matters, but they're like they have a really good coaching staff. Their head coach, played there. Their D coordinator came from Clemson. They're high level coaches, and much respect to them. But we did a good job of game planning. And then, as you know, coaches coach and players play. Our job as coaches is to put our players in a position to be successful. Then the player's going to take ownership and go do the job, And what I tell our players all the time, I said, listen, fellas, I'm an old player. All I am is an old player. And when I was a player, I told our team all the time, when I was a team captain at Colorado, it doesn't matter what the coach calls. It's our job to make it work. So don't complain about play calling. Don't complain about not getting the ball. Just do your job. And whenever the coach calls your number, make a play. And that's how I was as a player. And as a coach, I'm the same way, man. I put a lot of time into preparation to make sure we have a system in place that plays to our players' strengths. But then it's on our players to go make the plays. And I'm telling you, JB, that we're getting close, man, as a program. We're getting close to turning the corner and being one of the top programs in D2 football. I'm proud of our guys, man. But we're going to have that breakthrough here really soon.